and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Over the last few weeks, I have been getting questions about how to break into acting and different things like that. I posted a throwback Thursday picture or flashback Friday. Actually, I don't remember which day it was. But I posted a picture and it was me on set. And I got DM'd a couple of questions, and then a couple of weeks ago I was at a wedding and some of my family was asking how to get into acting. So I figured, what a better way to let people know than make a video. I'm going to be actually doing a lot more videos about breaking into acting, things you might need on set, maybe different terms you don't know being on a set, just different questions I've had over the years that it took me forever to find an answer to, or things that I've been asked, or just things that I've been taught in school or in different workshops that I've taken, and then just practical things that I've learned being on a set. So this particular video is just going to be breaking into the business. Obviously, it's going to be different depending on your age or depending on where you're living, what connections you have, this, that, and the other. But this is just going to be the basics. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you are new. And let's get started with the video. Why I'm making this particular video is over the last few weeks I've been actually getting questions about it. I got DM'd questions about how I got started, how long I've been acting, what it took for me to get to that point. I audition regularly and I do have an agent, and so this is the career choice that I have. This is what I am trying to do. But you have to take my advice with a grain of salt. I am still working towards making this my, full-time. I can live on this job. Here's what I've learned. I have a degree in theater. I have an undergrad degree in theater, and then I have a degree, my master's in film. So this is just what I've learned over the years. The first thing I would say if you want to break into acting is get yourself in a class. Now, be careful what classes you're taking, who you're taking classes from, but get into an acting class. Get into some type of workshop, something like that. That's going to teach you technique. It's going to teach you, acting basics. Whether it's a theater class, it's going to teach you how to move in your body, how to use your body, because that is your tool as an actor. Also, if you need to take more technical classes, it's going to teach you how to use your emotions, how to, be comfortable in what you're doing with your body, with your emotions, with your words, how to come off more natural. You also will learn in a class that you're not always going to get what you need from other actors. They're not always going to get what they need from you. So you're going to learn how to deal with those types of situations so that you can still give your best performance. So that's number one. Make sure you're getting into a class. That is also a really, really good way to learn how to network and to connect with other actors, other directors, other writers, whatever type of class you're taking. There's going to be somebody else in this industry that you can meet, that you can talk to, that you can learn from. So take advantage of that. Another thing that you're going to want to do is get yourself some experience. Start auditioning for theater if that's what you want to do. But you're gonna want to build up your resume. I have found and have seen personally that the younger you are, obviously the less experience you're expected to have. So if you don't have this long resume, this list of all this work that you've done, the younger you are, it's kind of fine, And especially parents, if you have kids that you want getting into it, start them young, but also watch them. make sure it's something that they enjoy. Make sure that they have a personality for it. And then if you are a child, tell mom and dad, I want to be in these classes, I want to do this, I want to do that, this is the type of acting I want to do, I want to be in theater, I want to be on film, and then go from there. Do your research from there. Now, like I said, you want to build up a resume and you want to get pictures. Make sure when you're talking to photographers, they know that you need acting headshots, because there is a difference between a corporate headshot and acting headshot. And make sure that whoever's taking your picture is somebody that has worked with other actors in the past. Look at their portfolios. Make sure that you're getting the different looks that you want. And that is something that I can talk about in a different video. Like I said, I can do a whole video about just getting headshots, just building a resume. I mean, you know, but those are things you're gonna need. So that's another thing you're gonna need. You're gonna need the classes, you're going to need a headshot, and you're going to need to build up your resume. The fourth thing that you will need is to do your research. I am going to gear this part of the video more towards film and television. Know who's casting what. Know what type you are. Know what casting directors are going to be at what workshops. Know how to send your information out to casting directors and to casting agents. Go on IMDb, which stands for Internet Movie Database, and it's just imdb.com. Look at your type. And your type is basically what type of character you will play. Now, this is not necessarily what type of character you want to play. This is what type of character you would be cast as. And so go then look at films that have those types of characters. Look up who cast those films. Follow them on Twitter. Follow them on Instagram if you can find them. Follow them on Facebook if you can find them. But do your research and know who is casting what. Now, there are thousands of actors out there, and so you are not going to get a one-on-one relationship with every single casting director. Actually, you're not going to get a one-on-one relationship with most casting directors. But if you know your stuff, if you know they've cast this, that, and the other, if you know how to send your information to them, get your face in front of them, that's only going to help you. That doesn't mean stalking people. Like, you're not going to get into their office, but send out your resume, send out your pictures, send out a good cover letter, invite them to different workshops that you're doing. They are not always going to come. Most of the time they won't come, but if they're looking for something, if they're looking for someone and your face keeps popping up and they happened to have a night free and want to go see a workshop, who's to stop them from coming to yours? You know, it's not gonna hurt you to invite them. I know classes, pictures, those type of things cost a lot of money. So my advice as far as that is concerned is don't just blow it off because it costs money. Yeah, it's gonna cost you money, and you pay for quality, but if you're just starting out, you also don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on pictures, because what if you don't end up liking this? What if, you know, this is not the career choice for you? And you will learn whether or not this is going to be the career choice for you. What if, you know, you find something you like better? You don't want to have invested thousands of dollars into these pictures, into these classes. So my advice for classes is a lot of acting workshops, a lot of acting classes will let you do an introductory class, and they may either let you do that at a discount, or they may let you sit in on a class for free. Go to some of these classes, get in there, see if this is something that you even like doing, because if it's not, you learned now before you spent all the time and before you spent all the money. As far as pictures are concerned, go to some of your local art schools, photography students, different things like that. If you know a photographer, again, make sure that they know how to shoot an actor's headshot, but go to your different sources. A lot of photography students are looking for models because they're still building up their portfolio. So again, they will work with you at a discounted price. They will work with you maybe for free. My school that I went to, that I got my undergrad degree from, I got headshots for free because it was part of a program that our photography majors had with our theater majors. So I was able to get a whole studio session for free and got a whole bunch of headshots. Were they the best quality headshots? No. Were they headshots that got me cast? Yes. So it's just dependent. I have paid for headshots before. My first set of headshots, I believe I got when I was 13. I paid for those, and those were quality headshots. My most recent headshots I paid for. Those were quality headshots. So it just depends. But just because you don't have the money, that's not an excuse. There's always somebody that's going to be willing to work with you, whether at a discount or whether or not it's free. So for classes and headshots and these things that are going to cost you money, just make sure you've exhausted all of your options before you say, I can't do this. Those are kind of just some of the basics for breaking into the business. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into being an actor. There's a lot more that goes into this business. But if you're trying to break in, if you're trying to, see if this is something that you actually want to do, those are just a few things that I suggest that you do to get started. Get into a class, learn your business, learn your technique, learn the basics, get a headshot, build up a resume, learn who's casting what, learn who's important in this business, casting directors, casting agents, and of course, don't put things off because they're too expensive. Like I said, there's always going to be somebody willing to work with you. Make sure that if this is something that you really want to do, you exhaust all of your options before you say you can't do it. Anyway, I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that I've answered some questions. If you have any other questions, make sure to leave a comment below. And of course, as always, you can comment, you can subscribe. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.